Congratulations, guys.
Got it. Thank you.
Good. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach, and then we'll take questions.
Yeah, I mean, what else can I say than I'm so proud of these guys and ecstatic to be in a Final Four. So many great programs out there, so many great coaches, so many good players. So just proud of our guys for going out there and getting the job done. They're the ones I've always said. They're the ones that go out there and earn it. They're the ones that go out there and suffer for it. And we get to talk to you. So it's a pretty good deal. So I'm just ecstatic and really proud of this guy. It's been a while since he was on the court, and it's just great to see him back.
I'll start. Colette Lewis, tennis. Can you kind of go into a little bit of what your injury was and when you started to feel like you could contribute at this time of year?
Yeah, I had basically a stress fracture in my foot, pretty much. We didn't know the timeline. We were hoping that by NCAAs I'd be fully ready to go. That wasn't the case. I was just able to play doubles the first 2 rounds. And in the Sweet 16, I managed to get out there for singles. Wasn't my best, but knew I'm on the right track, and just grateful to be back here and hopefully can keep going and play on Saturday.
Any pain at all, or I mean?
We'll keep that on the down low.
Coach, what's the message to the team after the match?
Just proud of them. And I felt they did a great job of handling some momentum changes, and we talk about that. We know they're coming. You never know when and where. And just proud of the way they handled it. It's what Kentucky has done this year to go undefeated in the SEC, and these guys to go out there and win 5 points. I wish we could take one of those points and carry over for tomorrow. But I don't think Ty Tucker would allow that. So just a great job, and learn from it. And now it's just get to be ready for Saturday.
Coach, can you talk about John Parsons? No, I had no problem. Can you talk about the decision to leave Jake Firmly off of the submitted doubles lineup and then play the number 1 doubles today?
Yeah. The doubles lineup. There's 2 parts to the whole doubles lineup. Number 1, I've been very outspoken about. There's a little bit of a loophole in the way in our system, and we're taking advantage of that loophole because we are turning in a lineup that everybody knows we're not going to use. And then it's a huge advantage that we get to do it, that we get to decide. Tomorrow you could see 2 different teams in any order, and that's just not fair. But other teams have been doing it, and I've been very spoken about it. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it, or we're going to do it, and then I'm going to talk about it, that it's a huge advantage so that they know it's coming from me, somebody that's doing it. He could play with Pedro on Saturday, and that's just not fair. So that's one. The main reason, the real reason why we have a different lineup is the way we started doing this is because of our injuries. So we didn't know when Seb would be back. We didn't know if Jake could play singles, could play doubles. There was a time that we didn't know if Jack could play singles or doubles. So it's just been sort of a musical chairs, and we came up with this lineup that gives us flexibility. We usually tell the teams ahead of time, like, hey, I know you don't know who we're going to play, but this is who we're going to play. I'm not going to do that with Ohio State. But I've been doing that throughout the NCAAs. And so, yeah, that's really the reason why. So the rule is that if you are in the 9, in your top 9, if you're in the singles list, you can play doubles. You don't have to be in the doubles list to play doubles, but you have to be in the singles list to play singles or doubles. Yeah, we need to change that. It's a huge advantage.
So how does that happen? Is that an ITA thing then that has to change?
I don't know. You can ask the ITA or the NCAAs. I've been bitching about it for a long time, and that's exactly what it's been. And that's okay with that word, because that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been begging the NCAA, begging the ITA to change it, and we haven't. And here we are taking advantage of it. So we'll see. I talked to Anthony Montero. He's very aware, and he's got some suggestions. So I think this is going to be the last year that a team can do that.
You guys play Ohio State. You had such a great match in the final of the indoor. I mean, I thought it was great as a spectator, as a journalist. Does that give you extra motivation, you think? I'm going to
let Seb answer that question.
I mean, yeah, they beat us last year, same spot, Final Four. 4-0, and then we came back indoors this year, and we thought we had a chance, won the doubles point, lost a very close 4-3. So we know we can do it. This just gives us another opportunity to hopefully beat the Buckeyes.
Sebastian, 2 questions. What was the pattern that was working best today, deuce or ad side, and what equipment were you using? Which racket, tension, and strength?
In singles? I think just aggressive, fast to the forehand. I like that pattern and getting a short ball and coming in. And I switched rackets 6 months ago, so I don't know if I can give you an accurate description, but I think he's the Babolat 98 arrow with Alu Power 130.
What's his strung at?
Between 50 and 54, I mix it up.
Anything else?
Seb, what about matchup with Bernie? I mean, we saw a great one last year. What are we looking forward to now?
Yeah, last year.
Matchup style. What are we going to see here?
Yeah, I've played him in practice. Played him last year at NCAAs, and played him in the futures in the summer. Yeah, I mean, he just makes a million balls. He can be out there all day, just like we saw today. He just outlasted Hugo from Columbia. So I mean, I know it's going to be a battle, and I have to stay out there for as long as possible. And hopefully, I feel better than I did last year.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'll say one more thing. We talk about cutting the snake's head, and I felt like today with Lutet, I believe he's got the best record on that team, and he's won a lot of points, and that was Sebastian's job, is to go out there and get the head of that team. And I would imagine, I don't know, but I would imagine Kentucky's guys looking out and always sort of counting on that point, and Sebastian did a great job of coming back and winning the first set. Thought it was a huge momentum for TCU, and who knows how much impact it had, but I believe it had a lot of impact on that squad.
Thank you, guys.
Good
Thank
luck
you.
tomorrow.
Thank you.
Good luck.